Hello YouTube guys, how are you tonight? It is about 12:30 p.m. or a.m. sorry. It's 12:30 at night where I am. Obviously I'm tired. Okay, I'm a complete night out. Anyway, this video is going to be about cleansing your aura, cleansing your energy, and we're going to do a little candle spell with it, and then I'm going to give you some instructions on how else to do that. This is something that I would highly, highly, highly recommend for someone who ever likes to dabble in any dark workings, and do it directly after if you can. And if you don't, or if you just do like maybe some gray magic, I would suggest doing it monthly. Personally, I try to do it weekly. Doing it on a Saturday during a waning moon is really the best time. It is Saturday here, but right now the moon is waxing. But hey, when you need to do it, you need to do it. That's magic, right? Okay, so what you're going to need for this spell is a type of cleansing incense. Personally, I like to use frankincense and myrrh. I have that here. You're going to need either a white or a black candle. Some people associate black candles with removing negativity, which I do too. But I'll normally do a candle sweep on myself, and then burn the candle. But today I'm using a white one. That's what I had, but I'm almost out. Then you're going to want to make sure that you cleanse your candle. I like to use Florida water. If you don't have Florida water, you can just use basic tap water. It does not matter. Just make sure that you don't get the wick too wet, and if you do, make sure you dry it out before you're about to do the spell. Then you're also going to need some type of dressing oil for the candle. Really good examples of cleansing negative energy would be, I'm personally using Van oil. I don't know if you can see that. I need glasses right now, so I don't know. And I love this one. It's by Conjure Cardia. I purchased several of her oils, and I'm having a lot of success with them, and I really like them a lot. A lot of the ingredients in Van oil, it's like lemongrass, lemon verbena, things like that. So if you just have lemon essential oil, that will work too. You can find that in your grocery store, pharmacy, health food store, GNC, wherever. It's very easy and very affordable. But if you don't even have that, plain old olive oil will work just fine too. Okay, then I already have my removing of negative energy powder pre-made in this little container. What I used, and I took notes so I would not forget to tell you guys exactly what I used. I used a little bit of rice. I don't know why it felt right to me, but it's really good for prosperity, love, things like that. I just felt like it would bring good things to me. So I added that, and I would suggest adding that to your mortar and pestle first and grinding that up first, because it's much more difficult to get that into a powder form than anything else we're going to use here. Next, I used sea salt, garlic powder, basil, coconut flakes or powder. Coconut, believe it or not, it is so good for protection and removal of negative energy. I love it. It's been like a new found love of mine. And rosemary. Rosemary is just kind of my all go-to herb. It's great for so many different things. Okay, I wrote my little notes because, oh my gosh, if I don't, it's terrible. Alright, so then after you cleanse your candle, before dressing it, you're going to want to inscribe on it. Now, I use a little bamboo skewer. If you don't have that, that's fine. You can use a nail, you can use a pencil, you can use a pen. It really does not matter. And you can inscribe things such as banishing, I wrote like banishing enemies, clearing negativity. You can write protection on there. Anything that comes to mind for removal of negativity, removal of obstacles, anything like that. You can also, if you choose, write a petition that, I like to use clear plates for my spells. You can take a brown paper bag, that's what I like to use, but you can use any paper, it really doesn't matter. And write out a petition if there's something very specific that you want to remove and banish from your life. Okay, so here's how we're going to do this. Now, I normally also light my candles, which I'm going to do when I finally light this candle. I work with certain god and goddesses. I like to work with Yamya, Persephone, Elegua. Recently, St. Martha, the Dominator. Wow, she is awesome, but she is not to be played with. If you form a relationship with her, that is a lifelong relationship. So keep that in mind. This is not, especially the Orishans, or Orishas, excuse me, they are not to be played with. As far as Elegua, he's really good for opening roads. Yamya is amazing for women's empowerment and protection against men. St. Martha, the Dominator, is very similar, but she's more of about taking control of a situation. Persephone is about eternal beauty and love, and loving yourself. That's how I take it. So, take your time in finding your god and goddesses, because they will let you know when they are there. And I just recently, it's just been one after the next letting me know, hey, I want to work with you. And it's pretty amazing. Okay, so we have our plate, which you're going to need. I'm going to use a candle holder. Alright, so I'm going to take my Van oil. Now, I like to shake up the oil, so that way I'm waking up the herbs, saying, hey, okay, come on, time to work for me. And simply going to take a little bit of the oil. Now, because I want the negative energy to go up and away, I'm going to start at the base of the candle and move upwards. In an upward motion. Okay? Because we want any of these obstacles clearing our way, any of this negative energy stopping us from what we need to do, and our happiness. You can even write banish, depression or things like that. Banish anxiety. You can banish a person, if they're bringing those things to you. Say you went through a breakup, I don't know, or you recently lost or quit a job and you hate the boss and they're not leaving you alone, or coworkers aren't leaving you alone, you can banish them too. Whatever works, whatever you need. Alright, so I'm taking some of that powder that I gave you the ingredients for. If you need me to list them below, let me know. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. I don't know if you can see. I'm just sprinkling a little bit on the plate here. Okay. Put that aside, along with the Van oil, which smells so good. Like I said, Conjured Cardia, she is awesome. I really, really like her stuff. And then you're just going to roll your candle in the herb mixture a couple of times. Now, it's not going to stick. Not all of it's going to stick. So I'll normally sprinkle more of it on there. Get as much as I can onto the candle. Now, normally I would just affix the candle to this plate, but there are herbs on it that are going to be left over, and we don't want them to catch fire. I'm not trying to burn my house down. That would not be good. No. Okay. So, at that point, you can kind of just, the extra herbs, kind of place them in a circle. Okay. Take your little candle holder if you have one. You're going to need it. Or you can just clear off the plate and affix it to the plate. Okay, put it in there. Alright, great. Next, if you choose, this would probably be when I would light my incense, light my God and Goddess candles, and also my guides, guardians, ancestors, and angels candles. And I would call on all of them to come and clear these things. Now, I'm not going to give you a chant or a prayer because I feel like writing your own coming from the heart is so much more powerful. And it does not have to be anything fancy at all. It doesn't have to rhyme. just keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple, okay? Just speak from the heart, because that's when your magic will work. So, at this point, you got everything lit up. You can say your little chant, light the candle, and let it burn down, and know that all that negativity, any sludge that has stuck onto you, is being removed and dispersing. Then, because I like to go at it with a 1-2 punch, I would suggest doing a cleansing bath. Now, I understand not everybody makes their own bath salts. I make one for this specific purpose. I think spiritual baths are really, really important. Even when you're only doing light, white, beautiful, happy magic, I think it's still very important to do these. Because, you know, as sensitives, most witches are, it's very easy to get a lot of these toxic energies stuck onto us. So taking a spiritual bath, light your candles. If there's relaxing music that works for you, for me, I like Native American flute music. Have that going and just feel all of that negative, toxic stuff. I like to see it as black coming out of me and going into the water and then going down the drain. So I make my own mixture. If anybody wants to know how, let me know and I'll explain. But I found this at the dollar store and I love it. And you know what, guys? One day I will have a real camera where I'm not fuzzy. Okay. Okay, so this one is coconut cream and vanilla. Dollar store. Complete score. I was so excited to find this. Like I said, coconut is one of the ingredients we put in this herb mixture, so it's very good at cleansing negative energy. Vanilla is great for love. If you're trying to attract a new love, that's great. For me, I like to use it in a sense of self-love, and I think in this type of work that's a little bit more important. Loving yourself and any negative things that need to be let go of. You know that you're worth letting go of those things, that you are beautiful, you are amazing, you are kind, you are important, you matter, okay? Those are things that you need to feel to be an effective spellcaster. And if you need a little help getting there, then that's okay. I'd be more than happy to do more videos on spells that have to do with self-love. Letting go of the past. I've had to do a lot of that stuff myself lately. We've all gotten into ruts. It is nothing to be embarrassed by. Okay, and I'm ranting. And I wanted to keep this video really short. I'm not very good at that. Okay, so if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. If you want to give me a thumbs down, I'm going to give you 2 of these. Okay? Yeah, I don't keep it PG all the time. Okay, so, and like I said, if you're not into witchcraft or hoodoo or any of that, this is not the channel for you, and keep it on moving. And if you're a hater, again, keep it on moving. Before I go, let me show you the coolest shirt I've ever found in my life. Be the person your pet believes you are. Like, this is so cool. Because my dog and I, we were like this. Like, he's my ride or die. He really is. So, and I had to give the same shirt for my girlfriend for Christmas. She's an amazing person and a dog owner and a really great dog trainer, even though she's not licensed, but you would think she is. Okay, I'm ranting again. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. Comments that are positive are more than welcomed. And again, please do not forget to hit like and subscribe. Alright, guys, have a wonderful evening. I love you all. Mwah. Blessed be.